Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is locomotion and movement. Question number 1. Actin filaments are found in all eukaryotic cells but reportedly absent in Option A. Fish sperms. Option B. Human sperms. Option C. Nematode sperms. Option D. Camel sperms. The correct answer is Option C. Nematode sperms. Actin filament help in contraction and relaxation of muscles. Actin filament are found in all eukaryotic cells but it is absent in nematode sperms. Question number 2. Study of muscles is called Option A. Myology. Option B. Mycology. Option C. Muscology. Option D. Sarcology. The correct answer is Option A. Myology. Myology is the study of the muscular system, including the study of the structure, function and diseases of muscle. Question number 3. The correct organization of skeletal muscle is Option A. Muscle bundles, muscle cells, muscle fibers, sarcomere. Option B. Fascia, muscle cells, myofibril, sarcomere. Option C. Fascicles, muscle fibers, myofilaments, sarcomere. Option D. Muscle bundles, myofibrils, muscle cells, sarcomere. The correct answer is Option C. Fascicles, muscle fibers, myofilaments, sarcomere. Each organized skeletal muscle in our body is made of a number of muscle bundles or fascicles held together by a common collagenous connective tissue layer called fascia. Each muscle bundle contains a number of muscle fibers. A characteristic feature of the muscle fiber is the presence of a large number of parallelly arranged filaments in the sarcoplasm called myofilaments or myofibrils. The portion of the myofibril between two successive Z-lines is considered as the functional unit of contraction and is called a sarcomere. Question number 4. Discovery of actin is credited to Option A. Halliburton. Option B. Straub. Option C. Pollard and Kohn. Option D. John Kendron. The correct answer is Option B. Straub. Actin and myosin filaments are responsible for contraction and relaxation of muscle. The discovery of actin is credited to Straub. Question number 5. Muscles are attached to bones via Option A. Tendon. Option B. Ligament. Option C. Screw. Option D. Joints. The correct answer is Option A. Tendon. Muscles are attached to bones by tendon and bones are attached with another bone by ligaments. Tendon and ligaments are types of connective tissue. Question number 6. A functional Gactin molecule in its free state is bound to Option A. Magnesium ion and ATP. Option B. Manganese ion and ATP. Option C. Sodium ion and ATP. Option D. Calcium ion and ATP. The correct answer is Option A. Magnesium ion and ATP. A functional Gactin molecule in its free state is bound to magnesium ion and ATP. Gactin molecule forms a bridge between the muscle fibers for sliding. Question number 7. A myromycin molecule doesn't contain Option A. Arm. Option B. Head. Option C. Trunk. Option D. Tail. The correct answer is Option C. Trunk. Each myromycin has two important parts, a globular head with a short arm and a tail. Question number 8. The property which doesn't belong to muscle fibers is option A, elasticity, option B, conductivity, option C, excitability, option D, contractility. The correct answer is option B, conductivity. Muscle fibers have properties of excitability, elasticity and contractility, but conductivity is not present in muscles fibers. These fibers help in movement of different body parts. Question number 9. Myoglobin is found to be I. Highly abundant in muscles of whales and seals. 2. Exhibiting cooperative binding of oxygen. 3. Allowing organisms to hold their breath longer underwater. Option A, only 2, is correct. Option B, only I and 3 are correct. Option C, only I and 2 are correct. Option D, all statements are correct. The correct answer is option B, only I and 3 are correct. Myoglobin is found to be highly abundant in muscles of whales and seals. Myoglobin being oxygen and iron binding protein allowing organisms to hold their breath longer underwater. Question number 10. Polymerization of actin monomers involves ATP hydrolysis as shown in the following figure. Choose the correct one. Option A, option B, option C, option D. The correct answer is option B. Each F-actin is a polymer of monomeric J, globular, actins. Question number 11. Which of the following statements is/are incorrect about sliding filament theory of muscle contraction? Option A. During contraction width of H zone decreases. Option B. During contraction Z lines come closer to together. Option C. During contraction width of I and A bands remain the same. Option D. Both A and B. The correct answer is option C. During contraction width of I and A bands remain the same. During contraction, the I bands get reduced, whereas the A bands retain the length. Question number 12. Ribs are attached to option A, scapula, option B, sternum, option C, clavicle, option D, ilium. The correct answer is option B, sternum. Ribs are connected directly to the breastbone or sternum by strips of cartilage called the costal cartilage. The next three pairs of bones, 8, 9 and 10, are called false ribs. Question number 13. Which is the type of movable joint present between the atlas and axis? Option A, pivot. Option B, saddle. Option C, hinge. Option D, gliding. The correct answer is option A, pivot. The joint between the atlas and axis is a pivot type of joint. It allows the head turn from side to side. It is also called the atelocoid joint. Question number 14. ATP of the muscle is located in option A, actinin. Option B, troponin. Option C, myosin. Option D, actin. The correct answer is option C, myosin. The ATP site is about 5 nanometers from the tip of the myosin head and is about 4 nanometers away from the actin binding site of myosin. Question number 15. Cranium of human contains option A, 12 bones. Option B, 8 bones. Option C, 14 bones. Option D, 20 bones. The correct answer is option B. 8 bones. Cranium is the large hollow, rounded part of the skull. Its cavity encloses the brain, hence cranium is also called brain box. The dome shape offers more mechanical strength than a flattened surface. The cranium is formed of 8 flattened bones. These include 1 frontal, 2 parietals, 1 occipital, 2 temporals, 1 sphenoid and 1 ethmoid bone. Question number 16. Elbow joint is option A. Saddle joint. Option B. Pivot joint. Option C. Ball and socket joint. Option D. Hinge joint. The correct answer is option D. Hinge joint. Hinge joint allows movement in one plane only. One edge of the socket is prolonged to check the movement of the ball in that direction. The knee joint, elbow joint, ankle joint and joints between the phalanges are of this type. Question number 17. Intervertebral disc is found in vertebral column of option A. Birds. Option B. Reptiles. Option C. Amphibians. Option D. Mammals. The correct answer is option D. Mammals. In a human's vertebral column there are normally 33 vertebrae. The upper 24 are articulating and separated from each other by intervertebral discs, and the lower 9 are fused in adults, 5 in the sacrum and 4 in the coccyx or tailbone. Question number 18. Knee joint and elbow joint are examples of option A. Saddle joint. Option B. Ball and socket joint. Option C. Pivot joint. Option D. Hinge joint. The correct answer is option D. Hinge joint. A good example is the elbow joint, with the articulation between the trochlea of the humerus and the trochlear notch of the ulna. Other hinge joints of the body include the knee, ankle, and interphalangeal joints between the phalanx bones of the fingers and toes. Question number 19. Which one of the following is not a disorder of bone? Option A. Arthritis. Option B. Osteoporosis. Option C. Rickets. Option D. Atherosclerosis. The correct answer is option D. Atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis, thickening or hardening of the arteries. It is caused by a buildup of plaque in the inner lining of an artery. Question number 20. Macrophages and leukocytes exhibit option A. Ciliary movement. Option B. Flagellar movement. Option C. Amoebid movement. Option D. Gliding movement. The correct answer is option C. Amoebid movement. Some specialized cells in blood like macrophages and leukocytes exhibit amoeboid movement. They have the ability to reach the interstitial fluid by squeezing through the thin walls of blood vessels, while ciliary movement, flagellar movement or gliding movement are not shown by macrophages and leukocytes. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.